I'm Sarah Richardson. This is David and Denny. This is soon to be their new home. And this is what their cool new downtown loft looks like now, thanks to some help from Design Inc. David and Denny just bought a cool downtown loft. I'm Sarah.
David.
David, nice to meet
Denny.
you. Nice to meet you. This is the new digs?
This is it.
They don't move in until next month, but I'm here to get a head start on their decor. If we can get into the building, that is.
We're off to a great start. So how about the back door?
Oh, yeah. Woo! The loft is on the 4th floor, and the building has no elevator. Okay, at this point, I start to cling the railing. This is a neat spot.
Our primary thing is we want to be able to entertain, have space for that, but then have quiet time that's comfortable and don't feel like you're in a banquet hall when you're not entertaining.
Okay. Even though the loft's not officially theirs, Denny's not liking the lighting already.
Well, as you see, there's like 3 different styles of lighting, and even that doesn't work at night, we've found when we're here.
I love the fireplace. I'm not sure of the structure of it, whether it's what I would have necessarily chosen.
What can you tell me about color palette?
I tend to like cooler colors like blue.
Gray.
Yeah.
Do you want to see any softening with window treatments? I say window treatment, and that's a really bad way to lead in with you guys. I'm thinking some sweats and jabots, and you're showing me the door.
We have the giant wall outside the window, so there is no issue of privacy.
Okay, no drapes.
No.
But if Denny's cool palette doesn't jive with that red brick, we may have to think about painting it. I love the natural brick, and I'm sure people watching right now are going, oh no! It should be no problem turning this loft into a hip space.
We do have a table.
Okay.
That is one of the things that is coming.
That would be a bit of a deal breaker. Just
Well, we're talking about it. Let's get that out in the open.
It's really the only thing that we have, and it was my grandparents.
You don't ever really hear hip and grandparents in the same sentence unless surgery's involved. I've got to get a look at it and see just what we're getting into.
Notice I'm bringing nothing to this.
Okay. It's always that way. David and Denny want their loft to be cozy and calm, so this project needs a stylist who's cool and collected. But I'm gonna use Jessica anyway. 112 and a half. You could have a 5-foot table and you could still have 3 feet of space. Yeah. So I'm thinking your dining table. Worried about the dining table.
We've had a really good initial meeting, and it sounds like we're on track.
Oh, I know just the table. It's from your grandmother.
No, I think it's going to be the right fit for us.
I haven't even seen this table yet. Who knows? Maybe it'll work out. Meanwhile, we've got other stuff to get started on. So I've sorted through all the fabrics.
Okay.
Fabrics that have a good potential to be used, and fabrics that I don't think we should use. I tried to eliminate most of the ones that had too much sort of fuzz in the texture because they have a dog that sheds. If you have a shedding dog, you should try and stick with smooth textures wherever possible so that the hair will just sort of wipe off or is easy to vacuum off. Send them the fabrics saying this is sort of a selection of some potential fabrics and we need to know, A, do you love it, B, do you hate it, and C, are you okay with it? Oh my, is this the table? Wow.
They're going for a chic, sophisticated, downtown, urban, industrial loft.
And it looks like it belongs in his grandmother's house. What to do? I feel kind of bad going back and saying, so I know you said it's a deal breaker, but is it really a deal breaker? But I do think before we proceed, we have to ask that question.
If we come to them with all the furniture sourcing, all the fabrics, the direction we want to go, today they may still hold on to this table, but maybe in 3 weeks, they'll say, you know what, I'm really starting to see this come together, and I'm really becoming more open now to, working with something else.
Design isn't just about what we see, it's also about convincing clients what may be in their best interest. Let's see how the fabrics move them.
Here is the palette that we were thinking of. So tell me what you hate. And if you hate it, We'll pull it out.
Don't like it. Really nice.
It's sort of a tweed.
Yeah.
This is great. This is a nice linen.
Very cheerio.
It's my high school colors.
Cheerleader uniforms in this?
No, let me tell you. I like this just kind of for the
love this.
texture and
This is also great
Those would
on
be my 1, 2,
chairs.
3s as well.
Yeah. Oh, we're getting along. Yay.
That's very decisive. More than we can say about that table. Using it could sink our plan.
Titanic. That's what I want on my couch.
Like the table, the right sofa requires looking at all the angles. We have a staircase and no elevator, and we can't afford to have it not
Right.
fit. David and Denny bought a loft. This is a neat spot. They want sophisticated and urban, but there's just one roadblock.
We do have a table.
Okay. It was David's grandmother's.
that would be a bit of a deal breaker.
Let's just hide that table. The only piece of furniture we actually have is not wanted on the voyage.
I went to tons of stores. Okay, seriously though, I love this couch.
I thought that we'd go with a sectional sofa and then the additional chairs would be more just kind of guest pieces. It's okay, but it's not a sectional. Better, the extension is running the wrong way. Wow. We're not going to spend $14,000 on a sofa.
No.
My motto is, if you can't find it, make it. If we do a sectional, I think it's going to have to be 3 pieces. 1 corner section, which will be kind of bulky, and then 2 extensions. And we could make it so that they click together on the underside so that there's no movement, but I think it has to be quite long when it's all put together. And happily, David and Denny like sectionals.
I love them.
Do ya?
Another thing they like is entertaining. So we're all searching with that in mind, and Jessica may have found the perfect bar cart.
So what do you think?
I think it provides great storage, right? You can have all your bottles, you can have mix and everything down below, and you can still have enough storage. And it can either sit tucked against the wall, or it can float out so that we can start working with the circular motif.
Isn't that fabulous?
Look at this.
I think we need to have this in the space. Let's take a picture of it.
Okay,
Someone
put
else
it in
should.
context. Can you stand beside it so I can show them how big it is?
Thanks.
If this doesn't get them to forget about that dining table, nothing will. Our new loft owners have finally got the keys, and for them, it's moving day.
Oh, guys, yeah, put that upstairs.
It's a good thing we're having a custom sectional built. I don't think anything else would fit up the stairs.
You know they didn't leave us any ice cube trays?
Nothing like a hot, sweaty moving day to make you come to your senses. It's dawned on David that his grandmother's table is not going to make the voyage.
Once we got an idea of where a sectional sofa was going to be, then it was a lot easier.
Rather, it has a new home with his sister. Phew.
So they just kind of worked around it until it became clear the table, had a better home.
Now that that's dealt with, it's urban sophistication full steam ahead.
First thing we want to do is take all the doors and the drawer fronts off.
The kitchen doors are being sprayed a cool contemporary shade. This allows Jessica to start sourcing dining chairs.
So one.
As for the dining table, I've got something perfect in mind, turned down by other clients.
So Sarah found this table in instant gut reactions.
Silence.
Questioning it.
That's not what I was imagining.
Okay.
Okay by me, we've got just the right home for it, with a new marble top instead of glass. This is what I want.
Okay, just so we're clear.
Yes. Whoever's delivering that table, they're not going to be happy having to carry that
No
slab
elevator,
up the stairs.
3 flights of stairs, slab of marble. Bring all the guys you got.
Next on our hit list, paint color.
So these are the ones that in this range here that we've tested on the boards for them.
Okay, now let's compare these with our dining room chair fabric, our sofa fabric, our club chair fabric. These all have a fairly gray undertone to it.
Yeah.
But I think we just need to be mindful that we're creating a space that has a really layered sort of textural feel to it.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that it's not just a single note. A touch of cream should really make it sing. Because if we go too gray on the wall colors, there is no doubt in my mind that we will suddenly have to rip off that fireplace. I'm not against it, but right now I think there is a way that we could treat that fireplace so it could remain a very neutral element. Here's our existing fireplace. It goes floor to ceiling. What if we thought about strapping it with MDF, spray lacquered, with an integrated mantle. I'm almost thinking it needs to be a giant mirror.
Love it.
Okay?
I can't wait to show them.
Okay.
That's great.
In the meantime, I think I better visit the space to get a better handle on the paint colors. Look at that! That's a white wall! Vive la différence, huh? Oh, there you are. Where'd you come from?
From the back door, I went to get the spandex.
This was the one that you had thought would probably be great on the back wall. This one here.
Yeah, do you mind just holding up this board against that section of the wall? Okay, these colors are gonna work just fine, except for one slight miscalculation. So this used to be a natural brick wall, and we convinced David and Denny to paint it because it was gonna look so much better. But what we didn't take into consideration was it wasn't just the wall that was making this whole thing look pink. It's actually the stucco wall of the building across the way, which we don't really have any control of. So now we have to both paint this wall and hang some full-length drapes all the way from the ceiling to mask the pink from across the way. Every day, you learn something new. David and Denny have moved into their first loft.
Off to a great start.
Top floor with no elevator means a custom sectional that comes apart.
I love them.
Do ya?
And being extra cautious with paint. It wasn't just the wall that was making this whole thing look pink. It's actually the stucco wall of the building across the way, which we don't really have any control of. One thing we do have control of is the fireplace, so we're thinking of refacing it in tile or MDF.
We've had 2 quotes,
Unfortunately, those 2 quotes were a little higher than expected.
and it doesn't make much sense to do the MDF if you can actually buy stone.
So we could use marble on the fireplace, though we've already got that on the dining table. We're trying not to repeat. We don't want it to look like it's all trying to be matchy-matchy. So not too much chrome, not too much gray, not too much blue. So it's really about finding enough sort of variation and layering of all different materials. Tommy, I'm in a meeting with Jessica.
I think you're really pretty. What are you wearing?
As if designing a room and shooting a TV show isn't enough, I'm now getting crank calls from my staff. Sorry. We're gonna have to wait to see what happens with the fireplace. For now, lighting's more important.
It's very flexible lighting.
Like lacrosse sticks. We are a go for the lighting.
Okay.
Everybody likes the idea of the eye track and then running it across the top of the peninsula.
Okay. We're gonna save a few dollars and avoid major ceiling surgery by still using a track system to showcase art and the kitchen island. If the track hangs over the peninsula, where are the pendants gonna hang?
The pendants are going to hang directly off the end cap of the track, and they're going to be retrofitted. Hang over the peninsula.
I didn't know we could do that.
I think you have to have an electrician who clearly knows what they're doing, and Jimmy does.
One would generally hope that would be the case. The electrical's under control. Now we just need to choose some fixtures. Okay, so we're gonna do close-ups of all of the different fixtures, and then maybe you can put them all in the boxes to show all the different things that we're looking at selecting. Let's just hope it's not too confusing for the clients.
That was one too.
This.
Yes.
Oh, and I thought the wall behind it was part of it. I get it.
Yeah, that's
That's big on the brand.
Guys, stay focused.
This looks like you should be slapping someone's X-ray up. I'm really concerned about that. The nerve seems to be pinched. And I like that a lot.
I do too.
All right, so
They like the sconces for beside the fireplace. Now, the pendant lights.
this one, if it's high up,
If it's high up and there's just 2 of them, and
Yes.
it's separated apart, I think it actually could be quite effective.
I'm telling you though, it's going to be constant glass cleaning.
Maybe a quick call to Jessica will clear things up.
Now that I understand the concept, I still don't like any of them.
But it gets worse.
What's wrong?
The lighting outlook dims quickly.
Okay.
The only sconces David and Denny like are out of stock.
You know what? I'm on the road, but I'll turn around and I will get there as soon as I can. So I found these, and they're very deco. They're alabaster, and they look great. Melted.
Yikes.
I know they look like they could be a bit 80s.
Yeah,
But once they're lit, the beams with the alabaster shows, and it's really
Miami Vice, anyone? I'll meet you there later on, and let's take a look. And I'm not saying no, I'm saying a definitive maybe.
Looks like a whole new kitchen. Those lights look great.
The track lights are working for me, and Jessica has found pendants that David and Denny love. By the time it's done, it'll be like here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think so.
I love it when a plan comes together. That's a flat screen, right?
So we're going to have it wall mounted on Monday morning.
Remember your measuring tape
we're
set, Jimmy? Even with a piece of furniture and the TV, we still have room for a sconce?
That's a good question, actually.
I thought so. How tall are you? So right now, we can't find a sconce we like. And even if we could install it, it would look like the television has ears. We could always cover it. Losing sconces altogether. As for the fireplace, the existing tile is in good shape and it fits perfectly with our color scheme. And then it has a clip, and then it has another bracket on the back. So it'll be right across here. Then I think we do a mirror here that maybe goes from this grout joint up. Now, let's test the dining room table.
Yeah.
And then we can do one of the glass shelves.
I'm thinking, what happened? I see a lot of
Just watch yourselves, okay?
should have helmets on.
Maybe we'll sort out the table position tomorrow. I don't want to be around when things are breaking. That can't be good. We're decorating David and Denny's new downtown loft.
We want to be able to entertain.
We've had some last-minute complications, like a very pink wall just across the way. We have to both paint this wall and hang some full-length drapes to mask the pink. And the fireplace. So it'll be right across here. Then I think we do a mirror here. And now, the only challenge is moving our stuff in.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it didn't break.
Oh, I can't believe this building has no elevator.
These guys have to come up 6 flights of stairs.
Happily, we made a custom sectional with their stairs in mind.
Sarah was really smart in taking that into account, and she built it in 3 different sections, so it's not just a 2-sided sectional.
Now it looks like we can finish this loft in just one more day. Okay, so you guys, we've got a bunch of stuff that we have to do here this morning. First and foremost, I think we have to decide where the giant dining table is going to go so that we can establish where the rest of the furniture will eventually end up.
I think it's on this wall.
Next, it's carpet placement.
Robert.
Doesn't give the personal touch, you know, that. Then we have to choose where all the rest of the chairs are going.
I love it. Don't forget, we also have a bar cart in the bathroom.
Isn't that where everybody keeps their bar cart?
I just wanted to make it a bit of a scavenger hunt, so I put things all over the house.
Booze hound, booze lover, half cupper, weak sister, and kid stuff.
And where do you fall?
Please, I'm below kid stuff. The number one thing I always think about when designing a loft, choose the least number of large-scale objects to make the room work. We have to place the coffee table.
I like the bevel on the top myself. I think it's upside down.
It's supposed to be on the bottom so that nothing slides off the edge, I think, right?
So I think he's right.
See? Sometimes boys are right.
to lift it again.
We need to clean up and dress the mirror and the sort of mantle area.
I'll tell you one thing is ruining my manicure.
It is cool and it is contemporary. However, we wanted to make sure that when all was said and done, we ended up with a space that was really soft and textural at the same time. We have a lot of chrome, and if these boys ever decide that they're over chrome, there's going to be trouble. I think that this lamp is too big for not enough purpose. I think we're going to need to find a few extra side tables, a black piece of Milan. What we wanted this to be was really sophisticated. We wanted sparkle. We wanted to make sure that there was sort of a sense of sheen, and we wanted this to be really grown up. This isn't about creating a funky crash pad. I don't like those vases.
What did they do to you?
I find them
down
very
there?
strange.
They are strange. They're strange and fabulous.
No. It probably cost us about $500 in total to do a transformation on this kitchen that makes it look absolutely brand new.
Well, when we first walked into the space, I totally had my breath taken away.
It's extraordinary. There's nothing more comfortable than just coming in and crashing on this.
Do you love it?
I do!
What about the crazy patterns of the pillows?
I can cope. Look, I can even deal with
You got the Cheerios!
the Cheerios.
There is nothing in this space that isn't necessary. Everything is here for a reason, which is the most important thing to keep in mind when you're designing a small space.
I think this is going to be the ideal space for entertaining.
Yeah, I can't imagine the antique there now.
Yeah.
That chrome table, I tried to sell it to other clients. I've had my eye on it for 6 months, and in the end, that's what set the tone for every single thing that came after. And that's why I think I love this room so much.